Good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone's having a great morning so far. I actually need to... Crap, I don't have it on there. I actually need to log into Rhythmic. Which I forgot to do. We just finished up some high impact news. Not high, what am I talking about? Some low impact news. Give me 1 second, you guys. There we go. Good morning, Amelia. Good morning, Predator. How are you guys this morning? Good morning, good morning. So I'm green so far on the day. I dropped the daily goal to be 200 instead of 250. I'm at 172 right now. So I'm like, should I just stop now? Because when I calculate it out, I have 10 trading days left and the account's almost back to the $25,000 balance. So we could just stop here for the day and log into Top Step and start working on Top Step. And just do the $200 goal a day from here on out. I don't know. Good morning, Janelle. How are you this morning? Good morning. Oh, wait. I turned my freaking... So, yeah. I don't know if I want to keep trading this or not. We got, and that's 10 trading days, not like, because I didn't count the Wednesdays that I'm going to be at jury duty. So we got 10 days until the end of the next payout cycle. And we basically have the whole 1,600 to make. So yeah, I think I'm actually going to stop right here on this account. So let me log out. Yeah, let me log out. And then I'll log into Top Step. So just give me a second. I'll lock this, make Top Step a follower. Alright, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I probably should have did that before I came on the stream, but I was literally sitting there contemplating, like, do I just want to keep going until we hit the 200, or do I want to just secure it, especially since I started off with a red day yesterday? I kind of just rather, hey, I almost made what I lost yesterday, so why not just secure it and keep it moving, you know? All right, let's see. More than... Damn. I tried to get into that sale. That shit dropped so goddamn on fast. There was no entry. So far this morning, I've literally only missed one trade. Oh, man. I should have... That sucks that I didn't get filled right there. That was the divergence drop right there. I don't know. It's probably because of... Oh, yeah. There was only 0.02 seconds between the close of this bar and the next bar, which is where my entry would have been put. There was only 0.2 seconds there between those two bars, so that's why I wasn't filled, even though there was a slight pullback or drawdown. So, yeah, we're just going to secure the payout and the payout. Secure the green and the PA, and we'll just kind of keep it moving. All right, let's see. why do I have this line? Oh, I know why I drew it. I'm like, why did I draw that line right there? I wanted to make sure that if I was going to take a divergence that the entry bar would clear the lower high, but it didn't. Reverse right there. Thank you, a motherfucker this morning. Good morning, Trenches. Good morning. No trades for me. Rhythmic is being very weird. Oh no, Rhythmic is being weird for you this morning? What's happening? Good morning, new trader. Good morning, good morning. How are you this morning? Heck yeah, switch accounts. Yeah, I'm gonna switch accounts. I literally just took the 2 trades. Actually, the second trade broke even on my leader, but took profit on my follower. But the thing was, it happened so fast that by the time I have the orders tab there, so by the time I went to try to cancel the orders, since I saw that I broke even on the one, it had already took profit. So I'm not gonna complain. But yeah, so let's start working on the Top Step accounts. Knots. But yeah, we'll just secure that and keep it moving. And the thing is, I'm going to have to see. So I am going to take my computer with me to jury duty tomorrow, because they said that you could bring computers and stuff for when we're in the waiting room. And we have to be there at 8:30 if I'm not mistaken. However, I feel like they said most of the time we're probably not going to start until at least 9 o'clock. So even if I could just get a couple of 1 or 2 trades in from 8:35 to 9, I'll do that. However, I'm not going to take my computer tomorrow. I kind of want the first day to be like, all right, let me just see what kind of time we have, kind of what the routine will be. And then I'll feel more comfortable bringing my laptop, if need be tomorrow. So I'm just going to leave that there. But they do have pretty good Wi-Fi in the waiting room that we have to be in. So we'll just see. We'll see. And I'll see if that internet can hold it. So maybe I will take my laptop just to open up my charts to see how much of a lag I have. And if it's not a bad lag, then we'll be good. But like I said, I do still have 10 trading days. I already have 3. Today would be the 3rd trading day that's locked in on the account. But I still will have 10 trading days until the 4th. Yeah, the 4th. So we should be okay, especially if I keep the daily goal at 200. We don't have too many losing days. Obviously, if we start getting towards probably on the 1st, if I can't just continue to average the $200, then I'll increase it a little bit or whatever. But I just want to make sure I stay within the consistency rules and all that stuff, because I ain't got time for that bull crap. Okay. I just want to get it done. That's it. That's all. 26. That touchdown there. I can't take that trade. All right, let's see. Rhythmic been lagging sometimes. Good morning, Granny, and not other times. Okay, I'll make sure that I'm on the lookout. Payout got approved in one day this time. Yes. Janelle said that she got approved as well. So that's nice. I'm glad that they're trying to fix things. And I don't know if you guys watched Nutty Bar's video yesterday on the top 10 payouts, but he said, he was like, I think I'm okay to release this, but just be on the lookout for the next 2 weeks because changes are coming. So maybe we have another 2 weeks. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Good morning, Mario. How are you this morning? Janelle, you're currently in the red. Are you still in a trade right now? Or are you waiting for the next setup? Waited for my setup, got wicked out, price went to target. Applejacks, what is up with your wick outs? What is up with your wick outs? Do you think you have to adjust where you put your stop loss? Possibly. The spread is so crazy today. You can enter and it moves 10 points as soon as you're filled. This contract expiry is super volatile. Yeah. So Bulanox eval is even laggy? Okay, because it starts vacation in a few hours. Ooh, are you ready, Amelia? Are you all packed up? So I'm just going to have entertainment tomorrow. Yes, I'm sorry, Applejacks. No entertainment here. I'm going with Amelia courtesy. Oh, dang, you gonna leave her in baggage claims? I think I have to sacrifice a goal. The trading guys hate me. No, don't say that. All packed and ready. My mom has been getting packed. She's actually going to Dubai in a few days. So she's like super excited. And I'm like super nervous because I know the customs are different. I was like, look, don't look no man in the eye. Actually, don't look nobody in the eye, okay? Especially if you are not outside of that dang on resort. Don't talk. My mom is very friendly. I'm like, don't talk to nobody. And she loves taking pictures. Wherever she, don't take no pictures. Don't do nothing unless you are on the resort or like on an excursion sponsored. Well, not sponsored, but you know, that you guys have booked directly through the hotel or whatever, the resort. I was like, because let me tell you something. I'm not bailing you out of jail in Dubai because you should have looked at, you had more than enough time to look at videos, read stuff online about their customs. So if you go over there trying to be all friendly and nice and talking to everybody and you get put in jail, don't call me. Don't, because I didn't want you to go in the first place. But she's going with her childhood best friend and the best friends, her best friend's two sisters. I think her best friend's friend. I feel like she invited 2 more people or something. I don't know. But either way, it's going to be at least like 5 of them. At least. And I think I think the friend's husband is going. But only because the 2 sisters' husbands were supposed to go. And I guess they backed out. And the friend's husband's like, shit, they ain't got nothing to do with me. I done already paid, da-da-da-da type of thing. So, but I hope that they have a great time, though. 39. All right. Type of day of. If my flight leaves at 2 p.m., I won't even think about packing until 10 a.m. Girl, what? Applejacks, you are toxic. No ma'am. I usually have like all my clothes packed up, shoes, jewelry, like all of that stuff like put into my suitcase, and then I'll have like big gallon bags in the bathroom to like I'll usually already have all my personal items either packed up or they're like really neatly on the bathroom counter right next to the plastic bags I'm going to end up putting them in as soon as I'm done like brushing my teeth, washing my face, all of that stuff in the morning. And then, yeah, I'm good from there. Going with, oh, not you just left Amelia Janelle. Amelia Janelle said she want to ride on camels, okay? Oh my gosh, green or red? No, Trenches, no. Oh yes, Applejacks, you're toxic. Who packs the day of like that? You are cuckoo. Trenches, what is going on? You said this expiry is pretty volatile. It kind of is, honestly. And I'm surprised there's still people over there trading on that other contract. Like, do you not see the volume? Are you okay? Oh, yeah. I tried to figure out a way. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me log into Top Steps Rhythmic. This is just too much to do, you guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. And I need to put... Hey, how do I find... Alright, let's go to our Trader Pro real quick. And now I have to... See, this is going to be too much for me. Oh, no. Do I have... Oh, I do have Rhythmic accounts. I was about to say, I don't even have Rhythmic accounts there. Yes, I do. What are you talking about? Alright, Top Step Trader. Let's log in. I'm not going to do the Remember Me because... I want to make sure I'm always logged into Apex first. Damn. Now I gotta like reconfigure all of that. That's just too much. All right, whatever. We're logged into Top Step, so that should show up over there. No, it shouldn't. Oh, because it's named different. Oh yeah. What the hell? All right. So now it showed up. All right, cool. So, damn, I shouldn't have done that. All right, I'm going to hold on, you guys. I gotta think about all these things now. All right, so I'm gonna rename this Top Step Rhythmic in my sources on OBS, and then tomorrow when I log into Apex Rhythmic, I'm gonna have to create a different source. Yeah, and then name it Apex Rhythmic because it takes it based off of the name of the window. And so, of course, the RTrader Pro with Apex has Apex in the name, and the Top Step has Top Step in the name. So I need to do that. If I create two different sources, when I log in and out, it should automatically just populate over there, hopefully. So we'll see. Right now, I'm in a place where I can't trade, and that's why we got some consolidation here. My middle half trend is not, it's a sell right now. This looks really congested and clunky and probably hard to see, but you could see this is my major level. That's the one you guys can see, and that's giving us the color background. The minor trend is green, which is why the bars are green, but you can see this pink dotted line right there. That's my middle half trend. So because it's not, well, now it just changed colors. We just broke the level, the yellow level. So you guys can see though that helps me to stay out of chop when they're not all the same color. All right, but unfortunately we did not break the seller pressure line, the downside pressure line, which was painted because we almost broke the zone but not quite. So we broke the top of it. It painted the downside pressure line up there. And now we're just kind of stuck in between a little bit. But yeah, there's certain like things that will show on my chart that lets me know that we're probably going to consolidate. And then obviously when we go over here and we look at a time-based chart, even though this is a smaller time frame, you can still see it kept me out of this little choppiness right here. We had the breakout when the middle half trend changed to an uptrend to match the other two, but then we had an immediate rejection here. So let's see what happens. And usually what I do is whatever yellow line I draw when my middle half trend changes, I will lock the level so I can't move it. And I need to do that because like if we pull back to my middle level down here, I can, even if this seller pressure line wasn't there, I wouldn't be able to take the trade because we're basically inside of the zone that it creates. So even though I trade with 3 different half trends, I still treat them separately to a certain extent, but I also use them in combination with each other to confirm, like, you know, the trend direction and everything. So what I mean by treating them separately is if my middle half trend changed to an uptrend here and we had an immediate rejection, we're now trading inside of the zone, which means that it might not actually hold for the uptrend, which is what we're kind of seeing right now. So we'll just wait and see what price does. We literally actually just changed back to a downtrend on the middle one though. Let's see. Just delete that. I don't really need to draw a level though, because where the middle half trend changed is exactly where the top of this zone is, but I'm gonna draw the level anyway just so I can remember that it's there. Turn it around. Yes, tell them. Turn it around. Traded micros today. Not a single bit of stress was felt. Do you think you're going to stick to micros then? And with you trading micros, did you like reduce your risk at all? Because especially like if you're intraday swing trading, you should always base your contract size on what your total risk is as far as like dollar amount or number of ticks and dollar amount, like a combination of the two. And that'll let you know if you should be trading minis or if you should be trading micros. Because if you only have like, let's say a 30 tick stop loss, or not, let's not say 30 because 30 is a lot for a mini, but let's say that you have like a 20 tick stop loss. Well, you might be able to stomach a mini contract depending on what your desired risk percentage of your available drawdown is. However, if you have a 60 tick stop loss, well, you probably should be trading micros at that point, again, depending on what your risk tolerance is for your available drawdown. So, and you've been trading long enough, I'm pretty sure that you know that, but a lot of people don't realize that. And I think a lot of people also just get caught up in the hype of seeing big P&L numbers as well. But there are genuinely a lot of people who don't understand proper risk management and how it should be determined based off of a percentage of your available drawdown and not what your account balance is, because we all know that your account balance is not what you have available to actually trade, you know? So I was actually helping a guy a couple of days ago. He uses Trading View, I think. Yeah, I think he was using Trading View, and now he wants to switch over to NinjaTrader. And he was wanting to have the ability to know what number of contracts he needs to get into before he gets into it, and without having to do all this calculation. And he basically gets in and wants to he goes for 1-to-1 for the full TP, but he takes off 90% of the contracts when it's 0.45 like into the trade, so a 1 to 0.45. And so of course he was having to, number one, calculate how many contracts he has to use on the initial, and then as he's in the trade, he's having to attempt to quickly calculate how many contracts he needs to take off at that 0.45. And so I was helping him with a risk to reward tool that's available from Ascendo, Ascendo, and their risk to reward tool is amazing. And he trades support and resistance, or supply and demand. And so obviously, you know, his levels can move, and he said he gets in with market orders, not his levels, his risk to reward. His risk can move because he waits for like a bar to close outside of his zone, and he tries to get in right at that bar close, and he wants a market order. And there was a lot of different factors. And so I bought this tool like a couple of years ago, but I never really used it because I don't know, I haven't really been swing trading like that, so I didn't really have a need for it. But the tool is really cool because you can draw your risk, and, you know, quickly draw where the entry is going to be, even if you're not ready for the entry. And then there is an ability for the tool to put in your orders for you right when you finish drawing it, or you can draw it and then hold down shift and it'll move the entry to where the current market is and then immediately put you into the trade. But the other thing is you have risk parameters. So if you tell it, hey, I want to risk $200 per trade no matter what, when you draw that risk to reward on your screen, on your chart, it's going to automatically calculate how many contracts you need to be in based on the dollar amount that you want to risk. And it includes commissions as well, which is really cool. And I was able to show him how to program it to do an auto break even because he wants an auto break even when he's 0.45 into the trade. I showed him how to set the thing to where it takes off the 90% at the 0.45 and leaves the remaining 10% for the 1-to-1. Like I showed him all of that. But yeah, it's a really cool tool because even if you don't want it to enter for you right at that moment, when you hold shift and it switches to market, you could just right click the tool and say, hey, enter the trade if you would prefer to use limit orders. So it's a really, really nice tool, really nice tool. And it should be able to help him to keep his risk in check. Because a lot of times, you know, if you're having to quickly calculate things, you're going to miscalculate, you're going to over leverage and things like that. So but yeah, I'm gonna stick with this for a while. At least I reduced it by half. Yeah, stick with that because it's gonna make you more comfortable. It's gonna make you more confident as well. So not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Okay, so I'm still not all the way comfortable with some of the trades that happen when we have an immediate rejection. Now this was one of the trades. It was here. I literally watched it set up. I'm not gonna lie. Just because again I'm not all the way comfortable yet. I think that oh, you know what? I'm lying. The delta wasn't right anyway. Okay, I feel better. It was like only a couple of points off. But either way, yeah, I'm not all the way comfortable yet. I think that when we start trading inside of the zone that we're rejecting, so at this right now, we're rejecting the attempt to change to an uptrend, right? From the downtrend over here. So I think that if I trade at the half trend levels and when I trade right before the zone, I'm okay to take the trades, I think. But we'll continue to monitor it though. I'm not all the way sure. Because part of me would just rather not get into trades until we figure out that we want to get into an uptrend or we want to just go back to a downtrend. But so far it's kind of been working this way. Now I don't, however, I probably wouldn't have taken this anyway because I don't really like this would just be a regular pullback instead of divergence. I would prefer for the only trades that I take when we reject it is to be divergence trades. That seems to be what works out the best so far from what I've seen. So we'll see. But still no trades since the last trade that I took, which was before I got on stream. Still nothing. What does the 5-minute chart looks like? Okay, well, the lack of trades kind of makes sense actually. I only have this risk to reward drawn because my first trade, I think it was the first trade, it actually was a late entry, only by a tick, but it all makes sense now. Okay. Sometimes I just have to go look at a 5-minute chart because you guys know on Renko's, I see trends. Like we see the market structure and things like that. But when I don't have a lot of trades and I go to a 5-minute chart, I usually see that we're just being a hot choppy mess. So, all right. So I definitely don't take trades inside of the rejection area when the previous bar bounced off of the green or a red line if we were going for if we were in a downtrend at the time. It would have to, if it's going to reject off the zone, it would have to be at the top of it, not the bottom. So it looks like we're going to use this possibly as supply / resistance and head back down probably. We'll see though. And this is why. So there's different reasons why this trade didn't work out. Part of it is this rejecting off of the zone first. The other thing is because we're in a buy, I could trade off of the resistance level or even the prior high. However, it needs to go through the wick of the candle. You can see we went through the body. So when we're opposite like that, I'm taking a buy at resistance or a sell at support. It has to wick off of it. It can't go through the body of the candle. Otherwise, 9 times out of 10, it's going to lose. It is going to. And that doesn't matter if it's divergence or just regular pullbacks. The same thing happens. Chop, chop, yeah. Big time. And just like earlier when I showed you guys the middle half trend is, first of all, when my levels get really close like this, I already know, like these are all 3 of the half trends. When it gets close like this, it's almost like, think of like a squeeze. So we're probably going to consolidate for a minute and then it'll just break out on either end. But you can see again, both of these levels are green because we got the bars green, background green, but the middle is, PB just means pullback. But the middle is red because it's a downtrend. So we're going to have some consolidation until we either break above this zone or break below this one. So there's pretty much no chance that I'll be trading inside of the zone. So like I said, it kind of keeps me out of chop and ranges. Oh yeah, you guys, I did my nails. I did them myself with dip powder. So these are my real nails. My sister came over here yesterday and she was talking about wanting to learn how to do her own nails because she don't like trust how sanitary some places are. And also she was like, and they just be charging a lot of money. She's like, I need to learn how to do it myself. And I'm like, well, you know, I got the dip powder. You can always come over and use the dip powder. And she was like, or you could do it for me. I was like, and can't. So then I was like, you know what? I haven't done my own nails in a very long time. I'm not a girly girl. I don't like getting my nails done at all. Actually, I'll get pedicures when I'm going out of town or something. But besides that, that's about it. And yeah, I have like 15 different colors. I have the brand Nail Boo. I've had it for a long time. And yeah, I was like, choose a color. And she chose red. So yeah, it didn't even take me that long either. I still got the juice. But yeah, I like it though. But I actually stopped doing it because even though the actual dip powder is not like super, it's not unhealthy for my nails, what makes my nails weak is the soaking in acetone. Acetone makes my nails so weak no matter what. And so like a couple of years ago, I bought this thing from, it's called Bask LA, BASK-LA. And you still put acetone in it, but it steams it off instead of you actually holding your nails in the acetone. So I think this time when I take everything off, I'm going to make sure I take the top coat off first. Normally I try to, but it'd be taking so long to use that drill to get that off. But I think once I take the top layer off, if I could just steam it in the acetone, since it usually doesn't take as long as soaking, hopefully it can come off quick and my nails won't be brittle. Because after a couple of sets of these, my nails just don't look right. So I always stop for a long time. My niece is obsessed with doing her nails. Really? Child, look, I was just not that girl. You could find me in basketball shorts and a wife beater or a shirt and some flip-flops, and that's about it. Like, I think I told y'all how my little cousin, the one who his kids are the ones I call my niece and nephews, he used to cry when we were younger. So my sister's 2.5 years younger than me, and then he's like 18 months younger than my sister, and he used to legit cry because we wore boy clothes. Why do they shop in the same section as me? Why do I get their hand-me-downs? I'm like, do you have a problem with the hand-me-downs? Like, are they bad? Because I know they're not, right? And he's like, no, but I don't understand. Now that he's older, all he does is have an attitude because why are your leggings so tight? Why you got that dress on? Like, listen, you want me to shop in your section or mine? Which one do you want? But yeah, I never used to do my nails. None of that. I actually used to keep my nails cut like pretty much as low as possible, but that's just from playing sports for so long. But yeah, I never was into stuff like that. But now, I dabble here and there. All right, 34. Now that we've had the breakout that I was looking for, let's see what we get. 34. Now this will be divergence after a 1 bar pull. Well, no, this is not. This would be the divergence after a 1 bar pullback, the uptrend. This is the second one. I still don't all the way know how I feel about it because most of the time it does work out, but I don't know. This trade would be invalid though because the entire entry bar is on the zone, the change zone. We don't like that. So if that bar closes down, I can't take the trade anyway, but let's see, 34. I did discover a pattern on my regular pullbacks that I need to kind of pay attention to. I forgot, what was that number I said? 34. This is where I need to code that indicator where it shows me what the delta was of the previous reversal bar, because I will literally forget. I'll say it 50 times and still forget it. All right. It looks like we are heading back for the uptrend. Yep. All right, so we've broke that. And usually the divergence that happens after the second, like, again, this is the first swing after a pullback, but with the second swing after a pullback, except when it happens here. But I think the reason why the alternate divergence will typically always work out that way is because with the alternate divergence, it usually sets up with so much volume in that swing that it was gonna be more than this last little pullback of the downtrend anyway. But like I said, it would be invalid right here anyway, but I think I'm safe to still take those. I'll see why not. But yeah, I was looking yesterday at like certain patterns on my regular pullbacks, mainly the traps when if we're in an uptrend, the sellers already took over the uptrend because there's more volume down in this swing down than the previous swing down. I was looking at those because I stopped taking those completely, but I've found what the pattern is that I need to look for in order for the traps to still work for those. And then I also was looking at just the regular pullbacks where there's less volume in this swing down than the previous one, which lets us know the buyers are still in control. Oh, that's a 1 bar pullback. I don't feel comfortable taking those yet, but it did win. Mainly just because this was a brand new trend and I haven't paid much attention. I don't know if I would have gotten filled, but let's see. I think so. I feel like I saw. No, I wouldn't have gotten filled anyway. Actually, yeah, it would have came like 1 or 2 ticks from entering, putting me in. But anyway, so yeah, I was looking at basically what I found is that when we have the regular pullback in the same direction of the trend, okay, and this is not a trap, so the buyers are still in control of the entry bar for whatever reason. I don't know. Well, it does kind of make sense when you think about like an order flow standpoint. But if the buyers are still in control of the trend, but they got trapped in in the reversal bar down, I cannot take that trade going back up unless there was a trap of the sellers right after. Don't ask me why, I don't know. But that was the pattern that I found, and I basically only ended up looking at that because one of the trades, remember when I told you guys when I got on stream yesterday that I set out of 3 trades, 2 wins and a loss? The loss was that the buyers were trapped. They were still in control in the buyers were trapped in the swing down. They were in control in the swing up in that entry bar, and it lost. It only went like maybe 12 ticks in profit and it lost. So I was like, I feel like this is a pattern. And I'm going to tell you guys about my intuition. When I was back testing this, when I started writing all of this stuff down, starting from the week of August 26th, whenever I was writing what the POC was and everything and writing the delta down, for whatever reason, don't ask me why, whenever the previous reversal bar was a trap, I literally wrote that down. So it was very easy for me to go back and look at that yesterday. Now it's going to take a couple of days for me to like hammer it in my head, but I do have it written down on my cheat sheet. But from an order flow perspective, it makes all the sense in the world. All the sense in the world. Good morning, True Seeker. Good morning. How are you this morning? I might be done for the day. Oh, you must be red because I feel like you just put a pretty big dot up there. What happened? I'm stewing in anger for myself. Why? I thought you followed your rules. You followed your rules. You got wicked out. And you traded micros so that you feel better from a psychological perspective. So why are you stewing in anger at yourself? You only take 1 trade a day. Come on now, Applejack. All right, so that's what I was just about to say. I need for that to change colors. Except shit. I didn't look at. All right, 28. I didn't look at the delta at first. See, I don't think I can count this 1 bar pullback because the zigzag actually didn't stay on it. I also want to later on look at divergence where look at a specific pattern because I feel like I've been noticing that it wins a lot. Like, all right, we're going in an uptrend, right? It seems 28. Hold on, let me concentrate. Fuck, we're hitting new highs. Y'all know how I feel about this shit. It seems as though like, let's say that this bar closed down and we're not at a new high because new highs and lows make things a little bit different. But if the POC is a trap, okay, so the buyers would be in control in this entry bar, and the delta is also positive, it seems like that trade works out a lot. Like a lot. So I want to pay attention to that for sure. And also I want to pay attention to the counter trend divergence at the new highs and lows when there's like more volume in this swing than the previous one. Because right now I have that I can look for one particular pattern, just one. And that's the pattern that just painted, but you can see that it would have lost. So, and I feel like I don't have enough examples for me to warrant going ahead and just going for it, you know? So we'll see. Because it used to be where I just don't take those at all, and that's probably what I'm going to do. But it also could be because of this 1 bar pullback right here, which we technically on other setups don't count because it's not where the zigzag attached itself. So I don't know. I don't know how to treat that right now. But we'll see. 120. I can't believe I'm not. Well, I can't believe I'm not getting more setups. I mean, it's still rollover week. We got FOMC tomorrow. All of those things play a part. But literally, when was my last setup? And I just know today is going to be a day where when I journal, I literally just didn't have nothing. The last setup was at 8:39. One thing I am going to have to get used to is the commissions on Tradeovate because they are different from Rhythmic. And the cool thing is, though, is that like on the Rhythmic accounts, when you're trading, you have to edit the accounts to add a commission template, whether you use the regular CME template or like if you're trading prop firms, some prop firms have different commissions. So you have to do that for Rhythmic. And so I have forgot to create a template for the Tradeovate account, but Tradeovate already calculates it automatically. I didn't even have to apply a template at all. Because if you guys look, like the commissions there is already, it's already calculated, and I don't have a template on there or anything. But the commissions are cheaper, which is nice. Very nice. All right. All right, this could possibly be setting up. We'll see. I might have to, it keeps flipping back and forth. All right, now I don't think it's gonna set up actually. I think we're just gonna have to keep the order there. What are you gonna do? Oh, that's a trap, which is not a problem, but the delta keeps changing because of it. Oh, that's crazy. That's a lot of imbalance. This bar has a lot of volume in there. Oh, we failed. All right. There was almost 1,000 volume in that little candle. And you can see we started having a lot of imbalances. The delta was 109. At one point, the delta was like 140 something. But there were 3 levels of imbalance there, which I'm not a fan of at all. I rather just, if I'm going to trade and there's imbalance, I'd rather just see one level, not multiple. And also, one was the sellers were in control, and 2 levels, there were buyers in control. There was just too much going on in that bar. But I would have gotten into it if we reversed there, if all those imbalances weren't there. That kind of screwed up the trade. but we rejected anyway, so. All right, I remember that rule. Let me look down and make sure. Yep. When I went through everything with a fine-tooth comb this weekend, I will say that things were simplified for sure. And then it also does help that I told you guys on my cheat sheet, like under each setup, I have like what rules are specific for that one, like no double bottom, double top, start, middle, end, those kind of things. And then from there, I just kind of have like what the actual rules that I have to pay attention to on entry. I have that like in a bordered box with like a green highlight. So it's really easy for me to go straight to where I need to look to make sure that I'm getting into the trades correctly as far as like, you know, the order flow part of everything. So for the most part, like the rules of no double bottom starts and stuff like that, for all of those setups, for the most part, I have that part memorized. That's like the easiest part. It's the other part that's not easy to memorize. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right. This is why I don't take trades after the 1 bar pullback. Everything about that trade was perfect except the fact that it was a 1 bar pullback, and you could see that I would have gotten wicked out right there just for it to go to my target. And one day I'm going to figure out how I could take trades when we are rotating over these rotation lines. Because that's the only thing that invalidated this particular trade right here. Was that? But the gods. So you need to stew at the trading gods, not stew at yourself. You did your part. And Q look like it's still being disrespectful. Yeah. I mean, if I'm not getting trades on scalps, I know it is. Yeah, look at that. That doesn't look good. How do you even trade this? But what gets me is like lately when you look at the overnight session is so great. And then we open for New York and we do this. Like, what is that? I can't. I cannot. 15, go back to a 15-second chart. Hold on, you guys, I have to send a text message real quick. All right. We are pushing off of an old change zone, it looks like. One of these is probably... no, it's not that one. I don't know. Either way, that's what we're currently rejecting off of. Oh, 52. Not enough volume there, and it was a second week level, so 34. Six. No buy here because of how we would close on the prior low. Shoot, I forgot the number I just said. 36. All right. Well, look at that fucking drop. This market is cuckoo. Am I in a trade? I am. We're gonna close. Okay. And it didn't copy. God damn it. Wait, why didn't we copy? Alright, let me just make sure I don't have lingering orders. It probably didn't copy because it really didn't take, I mean, it took the trade, yes, but it didn't, I don't know if you guys saw, but I didn't have any, like stop loss or take profit or anything. Oh, you guys can't even see. All right, hold, no. Why aren't the trades showing up over there? Hold on, let me see something. Y'all, I don't know why the trades are not showing up over there. I took a trade. Let me look at my trade performance to make sure it was there. Probably gonna miss trades in the process. Yeah, I did take a trade. So I took the buy here. I don't even know if it ended up showing up over there or not. But I did take the buy, but I didn't have a stop loss or take profit. And there was nothing in my orders tab either. Like it didn't even show my current order at the time. So I don't know what the hell that was, but I'm pretty sure it went through. I would probably have to log into Tradeovate to see, but it didn't copy to my Top Step account though. Unfortunately. And that sucks. And what sucks even more is because of that, I ended up missing a trade because I'm literally trying to figure out if I'm in a trade, if I'm not. That was just pretty weird. So it took on my Tradeovate account though. That's, I don't know what's up with that. All right, let me put the chart back up there. Yeah, I took this buy. No, not that buy. I took this buy right here. But there was no stop loss or take profit. And in the midst of that, I missed this sale. In the midst of me trying to figure out if I'm in a trade or not. I'm gonna check Rhythmic. All right, I just wanted to make sure I didn't have any working orders. Y'all know how Rhythmic can be. That's really weird though. All right, I just want to see. That really sucks though, because I definitely would have gotten filled on the sale. All right, let's move on to the next trade. I would have started my Top Step account in profit. I manually had to get out of that trade though. I was up like $100 and something. I don't know, 100 and something. And let me see. I'm missing like almost $20 in drawdown. So I had to have been up about $120 almost on that trade. But by the time I clicked the button to get out, I ended up getting the profit of 96. All right, well, that's that. Let's see. It would take a lot for this huge pullback to even work out. It would take a lot of delta for that. And now it's pulled back too far. We would have had to reject here at the major level. Yeah, it was a long. I thought I saw something on the right hand. Okay, you did see something? All right, cool, good. Because it happened so fast. I was in and out of that trade so fast. I didn't know if you guys saw anything. And the crazy thing is, like, it's not even showing up on my chart, which is very awkward. And I'm not truly understanding, to be honest. Like, I might have to log into Tradeovate just to see if it actually took. But you can see, like, there's nothing here. And it would have, see, 21. It took profit in about 6 seconds, so it did happen pretty fast. All right, let's move this here. Levels are out of order. We're inside of the change zone, so be cautious here. And we either need to break on the upside or we need to break the new zone, which is here. There. And that was the last sale before we pushed up. But it stopped probably maybe like 6 ticks beyond where, maybe like 4 ticks beyond where my take profit was. I'm just mad that trade didn't copy, but yeah, I'm gonna have to log into Tradeovate later and see if it took. See, I was in the actual trade for 12 seconds though, but it took, like I said, it took profit in 6 seconds, but I was just confused because there was nothing in my orders tab. I just see the P&L just continuing to go. So I don't really know. And then with it not being copied, you know what? Let me see. Let me look in the log and see if it actually took. No. In the log, it shows that it took. So you know what? I'm going to, let me export this just in case. What time was that? No, not 9:05. Actually, it didn't. Y'all, I don't know. I don't think that order went through. Because Oh, yes, it did. I'm looking at the wrong time, you idiot. All right, export. We're still in a no trade zone right now. All right, 9/17/24 log showing trade 09:59. All right. Want to save that just in case. But yeah, that was my first trade since 8:40. But that was a nice push though. How far did we go up from there? From my entry, price went up 77 ticks, 78 ticks. After dropping though, this is what I love about order flow. We dropped 178 ticks there from the last reversal bar, which was here. So from here to here, we dropped 178 ticks, and I was able to get in for a really quick buy that went up another 77 ticks. Pretty nice. I just hate my top step didn't go through. And I have to figure out, like, I made this P&L thing the right way, and I don't know what it's not taking. I don't know why it won't take. Control center. Oh, wait, let's see. Nope, it's not. It ain't doing it. I literally went in last night and I redid the P&L thing to connect to my accounts dashboard, which is what I show you guys the screenshot of at the end of every session, showing the P&L and stuff. And I literally cropped it to only show the last column, the total P&L column. And I had it set up so perfectly, and it's not working this morning. I don't understand. Why aren't you working? I don't get it. All right, let me see. Can you trade multiple prop firms with the copier you have? Yes. As long as you're connected. Yeah, you can. Right at 4 a.m. this morning because I ate Chick-fil-A yesterday and I slacked last week because of the basketball games and kind of 4 a.m. baby. My brain don't even work, let alone my body. You have to hate yourself running that early, girl. Oh my gosh. I literally don't go to sleep until almost 4 a.m. most nights. I think I went to sleep at probably 3 something last night. This morning. Get home after work and only having to play 2K and cook instead of trying to run is great. I agree with that. Like, if I was a morning person, I definitely would go like right as the sun was coming up. But instead I go like 30 minutes before, more like 45 minutes before sunset is usually when I start walking. But lately I've been going like 30 minutes. So like the sun has been setting at about 7:10 and I'll usually be out there at about 6:35 to 6:40 and I start walking. But you know, the sun is going down. We have a lot of trees in our neighborhood too, which helps because only one stretch of my mile walk, I do 2 laps. Only one of the long stretches will I even see the sun, even if the sun is out. So I prefer doing it that way, but it's like sometimes by the time I have got on here and streamed, journaled, eventually I got to start doing the online journal again. Like by the time I finish doing all of those things and I relax and get on the game around probably like 3 o'clock, I don't want to stop what I'm doing at 6:30 to go walk. I'm gonna be honest, but I've been super consistent. I could tell that I'm not as winded, which I've never like been somebody that's been super out of shape anyway, to be honest with you. However, I have noticed changes like in my lung capacity and my breathing ever since I had COVID when it first started. Now, it's not as bad now. I think right now the biggest problem is I'm a shallow sleeper. So most of the time, the only time I feel like I have a lower lung capacity for the day is if I sleep on my back. Just because naturally when you're sleeping on your back, your chest is not going to rise and fall as much because of gravity basically. And with me being a shallow sleeper on top of that, that does help. But I've noticed that like I can pretty much power walk. I usually get done in about 22 minutes, and that's only because of like a couple of little small little hills or whatever. It ain't like a hill like, but when you standing at the bottom of it, you like, oh, I got a little incline. Let's call it an incline, not a hill. But I power walk it and I do not get tired at all. Like I could legit go more than the mile to mile and a quarter that I go. But I just don't because I don't feel like it, number one. And number two, I'm literally just doing it from like a heart health standpoint, not for anything more than that. So I just do my little mile like 3-4 times a week and baby, that's it. But Apple Jacks can keep the running because baby, the screws in this right knee, the tendonitis in the left, the disc herniation in the back, we're not running. We're not. We are not. I watch too many true crime series. Yeah, people are cuckoo. That is for sure. I do need some mace or something. Please do, Apple Jacks. I probably need to do the same thing. Like, I even know I should probably carry a stick, like a huge, like, chunky stick. But I don't feel like carrying that shit while I'm walking. But I need something because there's a lot of dogs in our neighborhood. Speaking of which, so I told you guys like I do 2 laps or whatever. So I'm at the like last part of the straight away on the first lap. And as I'm starting to come to where the stop sign is at the intersection before I turn left, there's this guy, he's walking from the other part of the neighborhood, and I live somewhere where it's like 2 neighborhoods in one, so he's like coming towards me. Well, I hear a dog like barking and running towards him, and he goes like this. Now he's like a bigger guy, but he goes like this, and the dog just ran off. And so I start turning the corner, and so he thought that I was actually about to start walking that way. I was never walking that way. That's not my route. But he was like, he said, I saw you turn the corner when you saw that dog. I said, yeah. I said, as soon as I saw, I was like, is he coming this way or is he going to be able to stop him? Because I can run this last little stretch to my house. I was like, I wasn't coming that way anyway. But I mean, most of the time I don't have to deal with dogs being loose. That probably was the first loose dog that I saw since like last year when I was walking. Because last year when I saw one of them, I was like about to come to the first or the second straightaway, and right as I'm at the stop sign, I see a dog across the street, big dog, no leash, nobody's outside, and he was like sniffing the grass. Baby, when I tell you I turned around and went backwards so fast, I'm pretty sure that dog didn't see or hear anything. I ain't even finna do that. I'm not. So that's the only like bad thing about my neighborhood is just having to watch out for freaking dogs. But like I said, most of the time they don't even be out though. They don't. We have trees in our park in the walk path, so it's full sun. You have no trees? Oh hell no. You work out on your lunch? It's about to come to an end. New trader said no. You can keep the 4 a.m. Apple Jacks, I think you on your own with that one, baby. No. Although I am going to have to, I got to figure out what I want to do tomorrow. So I normally break my fast like around 2 o'clock. 4 o'clock is usually the latest that I try to go, unless like, sometimes if I eat beef, I try not to eat beef more than 2 days a week. Sometimes I'll add in a third because like maybe we cooked roast you know, in the week. And so I ate that for 2 days, and then I might get a burger on the weekend or something like that. But, all right, hold on. Wait. 63. But yeah, so sometimes like the next day after that, I just will only eat one meal instead of two because my body can digest beef pretty easily most times, but it kind of depends on what I eat with it as well. All right, well, that didn't work out how I wanted it. 63, and I highly doubt, yeah, that's not going to work either. But, yeah, I have to figure out what I'm going to do tomorrow with jury duty because I'm pretty sure it's a 8:30 to 4:30 or 5 o'clock situation. So, and I don't like smoothies that aren't like, I didn't just make it just then. So I'm probably just going to still take what I normally eat for breakfast, hoping that we have some kind of break around 2 o'clock because I really don't want to break my fast earlier than my normal time, but I might have to. So like if lunch is at 12 o'clock or something, probably just gonna have to break my fast early and just keep it moving from there. But I don't know, we'll see. And then my smoothie, I'm just gonna probably have to put a little bit more water in there so that it's sitting doesn't create that chunkiness that makes me want to throw up. So we'll see. But I'm looking forward to jury duty, but then I told you guys at the same time, I'm like, this is not the best time for me to be doing jury duty. I've finally somewhat completely finalized my strategy. I'm like at 98% at this point. So besides maybe adding in a couple of things, like I still want to figure out the pattern that I can trade with the regular pullbacks when my minor trend changes in the process. So kind of like something that happens like this, but just imagine that we're going for a buy and we're going the correct way. But like where the minor, no, that's not one. Like this one, where the color changes in the process and we pull back to my minor half trend. I need to figure out that, but it's not a huge deal because I get a lot of trades without having that as part of it. But it's like my strategy is pretty set at this point. And now it's time for jury duty. Okay. All right. So at least during this process, like if I can get the Top Step account funded, I'm probably not going to be able to withdraw weekly. It'll basically be every like 6 trading days instead of 5, unless I figure out that I can trade profitably in that first 30 minutes of the market open, really 25 minutes, because y'all know I don't trade the first 5 minutes anymore. But if we can make that profitable while I'm at jury duty, then I'll be all right. Why do I have oh, that must be a level from earlier. Like, why is it locked? Put that there. This one's locked. Oh, wait, no, we got to keep that one locked until we actually break. No walk, my dinosaur mix. Everybody moves to the... I'm pretty sure, baby, because if I see a dog that big, ma'am, are you sure that that leash is even strong enough? Am I safe to come over here? The time you catch me up at 4 is if I'm coming home. I feel you, new trader. Or in my case, going to sleep. Because, baby, waking up at 4? Like, I'm the type of person where I like to take the first flight out depending on what kind of vacation I'm going on. Like, if I'm staying in a hotel, most of the time you can't check in until 3 o'clock in the afternoon anyway. So what's the point? You know what I mean? But if I'm going somewhere and like I have a friend that's picking me up or something like that from the airport and they, can pick me up in the morning, I'd rather take the first flight out. But baby, sometimes I'm like, I think I'm just going to go like in the middle of the day because I don't want to wake up at 4 a.m. for a 6 a.m. flight. I just don't. Now you've thrown my whole entire day off because I had to go to sleep early, which is never going to happen. So I go to sleep at 1 or 2 o'clock, wake up at 4. Now my whole day is ruined because I've been up too long and I didn't get no sleep. Can't do it. Can't do it. Yeah, y'all don't remember she got a big, huge dog. So she say it's mixed with dinosaur. Oh my goodness. If I log into Tradeovate right now, no, it's gonna kick me out. I know it's gonna kick me out of the NinjaTrader, so I don't want to do that. All right, we got 20 minutes left. 20 minutes. Oh, y'all. Okay, so my cousin has a son that's like probably, I don't know, he may be like 6 now. No, he's older. He may be like 8. When I tell y'all he is a character, he is a character. So my cousin, she will put like statuses on Facebook, like talking about some of the crazy stuff that he says. So she said that her son was laying on her when a gender reveal TikTok came through her For You page, and she's been saying lately that she thinks she wants another kid. So she said her son says, I can't wait to do that. And she's like, I'm sitting over here excited because he legit wasn't too happy when I said I wanted another kid. She said then he proceeds to say, I'm gonna tell him I'm your brother and I didn't want you. When I tell y'all, he is a character. He is a character. Like a character. Oh my gosh. Crazy. He is crazy. London prepared me. I sleep at 11. Yeah, he's cuckoo. Every time she posts something with him, I just shake my head because why are you like this? Yeah, it's a mess. Let's see. All right. What was the previous delta? 16. I'm still not. I'm like questioning if I want to take this trade, you guys. I didn't take it. And it's only because of the zone thing. If this, you bitch, why? You don't have rules for it. Applejacks, cue the stew. Cue the stew. Just cue it. I literally told you guys earlier, if we reject, as long as we trade at my major level, which is the red line, my middle level, or right before the new change zone, I can take the trade as long as it's divergence. And you guys can see this is clearly divergence. It's the alternate divergence. Cue the stew. I don't even care. Just do it. Just do it. 57, 3. Oh, yes. And there was 10 seconds between the close of this bar and this second. Like, I had more than enough time. That would have definitely been an entry, and we would have definitely had to take profit, and we would definitely be up $270 on my TradeAvate account for the day. And when I would have started my Top Step account with a win. Cue this too. You took a trade that wasn't. Wait, who took a trade that wasn't on the list? Oh, you did. Yes, I didn't take the trade. You need some gentleness other than girl. Be nice to yourself. Because I literally, y'all don't understand. I can't, even despite being red yesterday, I came into this week with so much confidence in my strategy after going through every fucking setup this weekend with a fine tooth. I mean, it took me hours. Like, legit, I'm not kidding you guys. Sunday was spent literally all day going through everything. Saturday, half of my day was spent going through everything. Like, I came into this week extremely confident because of it. Now, again, if there are certain patterns that I'm just not noticing are causing losses, fine. But 98% of the time, whatever's going on the charts is what I've been seeing every day for the last 9 months. Now, I didn't see it the same way, obviously, because we added volume, we added POC, then we added order flow, then we added delta as part of the order flow, right? But with all of the data that I have since August 26th, no, is it August 26th? Somewhere around there. August 26th until now, I have enough examples of like this. Okay. I have enough examples of this. The only thing that has changed recently is most of the time we do not trade within the changeover zone. But it's because the market has been so choppy, right? And that's why I told you guys, like, this entire experience, I've been telling y'all on my super red days, as frustrated as I get, because I've always, over time, like, oh, my strategy's almost ready. Oh, my strategy's almost ready. When you have super red days, it's very frustrating, right? Because you're like, bitch, I thought my strategy was almost ready. But I take the super red days as learning lessons, because almost every single time when I look at the components of that trade that lost on the super red days, which I do even when I'm green, if I have a loss, I'm going to look. It's always a pattern that, like, there's this one component like this, trading inside of the zone. There's that one component that might have changed things, right? But I looked at this weekend. As long as it's divergence and not a regular pullback at my major level, and we are inside of the zone, and the previous bar it didn't touch the red. I told y'all earlier, as long as it touches the other side of the zone, I am fine. Why did I sit there and do that? Why? Why are you being dumb? I don't understand. Please let me know why you're being dumb. I don't get it. And I am also going to look at just only the regular pullbacks, though. Regular pullbacks that rotate over the sell rotation level. I'm pretty sure I know that it works now. Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I know that it works now. However, I have to just go back and look, because I stopped taking these all together, but I think it was because of me needing to make that change I told you guys that I realized yesterday, where how if the previous bar was a trap, how to trade that, and if this current bar is a trap, how to trade that, depending on the volume of the swings. But yeah, that is very annoying. Very annoying. I should have took the trade. Stop doing that. Just stop it. I missed the A+ setup and I had to take an L for it. See, Janelle, it's very frustrating because you build confidence over time of you developing your strategy, getting your edge together, looking at the numbers, looking at the win-loss. I told you guys, I don't pay attention to whatever profit or loss I put in the title of the video after I publish it. I don't look at that. I always look at everything as a whole based on trades that I missed and didn't take, and combining that with what I did take. And then after I make adjustments, I only care about what the P&L and the win-loss ratio is based off of the trades that are valid at that point. So it's like, girl, what are you doing? What is it? Tell me what it is. Head and shoulders. Not head, shoulders, knees, and toes. We got a head and shoulders on the 5 minute. See, this is why I don't trade. Oh, right here. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Yes. I think I remember that pattern from when I used to trade candles. But okay, Applejacks, I will be nicer to myself. You bitch is rude. No. But I wasn't saying you bitch to myself, I don't think. Maybe I was saying it to myself and the market. Maybe I was saying it to myself this time. Most of the time I'm saying it to the market. But I'm going to get myself together. I'm going to. I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. We got to get this together. We have to. What was that? I think I'd rather, if I'm gonna do, I feel like it needs to always be in the wick though. We'll see. All right, we got 10 minutes left. This is an alternate pullback because we started off with a higher high and I don't know how to trade that yet, so we will wait to see what happens. Unless we pull back to 763, 75, 764. If we pull back there, I will be able to take it, but this is a pullback to my minor half trend right now. I would need it to pull back to my middle one. Market deserves to be called names. I do it all the time. Exactly, y'all. The market is a bitch. You call it a motherfucker all the time. If only the market could hear us cuss it out. So it could do what the hell we want it to do. Because what is you doing? I understand. I do still need to look at one setup though, which would be this one, the early trend start. It's been losing like the last week, and normally it's one of my better setups, but it could also be because the market has been so choppy. But again, I told you guys, I don't want to have to go look at a certain chart, see that it's choppy, start thinking about, oh, I can't trade this setup. We just need the order flow and the delta to be consistent no matter what pattern the market is painting at the time. So I do need to go back and look. I feel like what's causing most of the losses is when the POC is in, and this isn't it now because we had a color change. I would have wanted it to stay a sell. But I feel like it's when the POC is, who's in control is the same direction of the trade that I'm taking, not the overall trend bias, but the trade that I'm taking. So in this case, it would be a buy. If the POC is in the body, I think that's what's causing most of the losses. I started looking at it last night, but baby, it was 3:30. I was tired. So I closed up shop. But I should have time to look at that today because I do want to try to figure that out. And I think that like this trade, I stopped taking this, and thank God I did because it would have lost. I started figuring out last night the pattern that I want to see. This was a trap, but there was more volume in these 3 bars than there was in these 10 bars here, 11 bars here. And so I think when we trap from that aspect, it needs to be in the wick. The POC needs to be in the wick of the candle. If we have to trap coming all the way into the body of the candle, I don't think that it is valid anymore. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll look at it later. I literally was just looking at it yesterday, so it won't take long. There's not a whole lot of examples anyway. So it shouldn't take long for me to solidify that, oh yeah, wick versus body, and leave it there. New Trader said facts. I call it a motherfucker too. Good morning, Bill. How are you this morning? It has a fall to 741. Then you could short the pattern. Oh, 741. I was about to say we passed that. I thought I read 761 at first. All right, so 741 is for you. Right there. Okay, I see it. I got you. All right, so minor trend just changed, but you could see this is something I pay attention to. So right now I'm trading price is at the minor half trend, but you can see that we just changed trends, but we're trading inside of it. So that means it's an immediate rejection. And a lot of times what'll end up happening is either this trade is just going to lose, or if you get into it, you have to break even here, right? Because we had the initial rejection. I just don't take the trade at all, because sometimes it'll lose without even coming down there to be able to break even. So it's no point. A rejection is a rejection. You having a bad trading day? No. This market is kind of tough today though, for sure. Especially depending on what time frame you trade on. Scalping maybe not so much, because on a 15-second chart, this doesn't look like chop, right? I mean, you'll have moments of choppiness, but this doesn't look like chop. Like, this is a moment of choppiness, but the higher your time frame today is definitely difficult to trade. What time frame do you trade on, Bill? Alrighty, we're pushed out. Oh, there's your 741 trenches. Literally hit it to the tick. Damn, we just pushed up to 31. Oh, we ain't gonna get that. Nope. All right, we got 3 minutes left. Oh no. Damn, I forgot to oh, never mind. I know what I'll do. Don't you worry. Especially since I didn't take any trades on Top Step. I know what I'll do. Sitting on my hands, sitting on my hands. You're down 1,000. Oh, you trade on the 5 minute. Yeah, the 5 minute is definitely tough to trade today. But hopefully you can bring it back, even if it's not today. Just slowly eating away at it and getting back in profit. You have a level at 39. And if we give that up, we should dump. You're on Top Step. I do have a Top Step account. I don't have any trades on it yet. Yesterday I got the credentials way too late to be able to trade. And then hold on. Five. Yeah, so I didn't get the credentials in time yesterday, so I didn't trade on it. And today I actually took a trade, but it just didn't copy over, which I kind of knew was going to happen because when the trade showed up on my chart, there was no stop loss or take profit. In order for this to work out, it has to be a trap, which it's not. This Keamber. I'm good. How are you? Division 3, what was it again? Okay, and then the Shaw building, you said? Okay, perfect. I will be there. You too, thank you. Bye-bye. And this is why I don't take it. All right. Yeah, so whenever, I don't know why this is a thing, but whenever we create a divergence trade, an alternate divergence at my major level right there, and we wick off of the level, for whatever reason, it has to be a trap. It has to, unless the POC is in the wick. It was in the body. So when it's in the body, it has to be a trap, and it was not, and you can see it would have lost. But anyway, what made you go with them? So Bill, the biggest thing for me right now is I don't like the payout process with Apex, right? Well, this current payout cycle, it's been nice for most people. But I don't like the idea of waiting 2 weeks to hear back. And even then, there are some people who have not gotten an answer until like 3, 4, 5 days after the cycle, after the last day you're supposed to hear back from Apex. So because of that, I wanted to diversify and get an account elsewhere. I'm never going to be a customer of FTT because the owner is a racist. I don't care what he says. He's a racist. He refers to EBT and food stamps when calling somebody a nigga. My funded futures, I cannot trade because of the micro scalping rule, which you have to do at least 5 points and be in a trade, I think at least 10 seconds. I don't remember the number of seconds, but I do know it's 5 points. Well, my strategy is set at 4.5 points, and I'm not going to increase it for that. And Top Step has been around for longer, and everyone here who uses Top Step has had great experiences. And I like the fact that there's no profit target, no buffer, no nothing like that. And technically speaking, if you can reach the $200 a day, You can withdraw basically once a week, and I really like that. So that's why I ended up choosing them. I just didn't have the greatest experience with not getting my credentials until literally like 18 hours later, but that wasn't really anything to turn me off and not use them anymore. But I like the fact that there's not all these rules and everything. Like I'm one of those people where I'm not going to complain about a prop firm's rules. If I don't like it, I just won't trade there, right? Or if it just doesn't work for my strategy, I'm just not going to trade there. So, and I understand why Apex has a lot more rules in place than other companies, because they attract way more scammers and schemers because of the 20 accounts and the 1-day pass, which honestly at this point it seems like it's that 1-day pass is never going to go away. So, and I'm cool with the rules because the way that I trade, I won't have to worry about any of that stuff, right? I'll be able to stay within the consistency. I have a set risk to reward that's 1-to-1. It's not more than the 4-to-1 that's allowed. So I don't DCA. So my trading style fits with their rules. I'm not worried about that part, but I don't want to get to payout and be waiting 2 weeks to hear back. Like, that's just unacceptable to me personally. I don't care how many people you have to process versus other companies. It's just unacceptable. I don't like it. Tradeify, I probably would never try personally. Like, I'm not the person who wants to trade with a whole bunch of prop firms. Just me. I'm not greedy, and not to say that people who do are greedy. I'm not saying that, but it does not take much for me to be happy, right? And for me to be able to live comfortably. So, and then on top of that, I don't want the anxiety of trying to manage so many different prop firms. You guys have to remember, I manually journal everything every day, and I'm never going to stop doing that. Even though I love my online journal, it could shut down tomorrow and I lose all my data. I've literally just went through that with my previous online journal before I switched to TradeZilla. So I don't want to have to manage all of that. And also, because of the platform, I cannot go to Quantower. My indicators are here on NinjaTrader. There's no way for me to trade on Quantower the way that I trade now. My entries have to be precise, so I have to use my close bar chart trader. Like, so there's so many reasons why I have to stay on NinjaTrader. And until NinjaTrader allows you to log into multiple Rhythmic accounts at the same time, there's no need for me to have a bunch of different prop firms, because I can only have one prop firm that has Tradeovate, one prop firm that has Rhythmic, and just combine the two. And 5 accounts with Top Step and up to 20 with Apex. That's all I need. That's all I need. Give them life with no parole. All right, let me log out of Top Step real quick and go back into Apex. And the cool thing, and this is why I wanted to have my own data, because logging in and out of each prop firm, I don't have to worry about the disconnect that would totally throw off everything. Like, it throws my indicators off and everything like that. You guys can see the charts are still moving. Actually, I don't think I can log into Rhythmic right now. What the hell? Oh, there it goes. All right. So I log back in. Let me show you guys the accounts. So this is what we're looking like. All right, so this is where the accounts are. So the eval, $185 made on that. The PA, $172 made on that. I took 2 trades. I won them both. I know one trade for sure where it just went straight past the entry and did not fill us. I sat out of 2 wins. Well, I missed one and sat out of 1. So basically, with those extra 2 wins, my profit would have been double for the day. So great. I'm going to kick my own ass once I journal this. But yeah, that's where we're at. What trade copier do I use? I use the one from Affordable Indicators. I feel like it is the best trade copier out there. It has way more features, And most trade copiers will only allow your followers to be market orders, and that's cool for some people. As a scalper with really precise entries, does not work for me. I need the followers to have their own orders. So that's the main reason why I like it. And I also like the interface way better. I don't like the interface of the other ones that I've used so far. I just don't like it. So yeah. Now this is 2 products in one though, because this is the trade copier and this is also Affordable Indicators risk management tool or something like that. So that's what shows me how close I am from hitting drawdown and things like that. The only thing that I do have to reach out to him about, because I could have sworn that he coded this to where it should read that this is a Top Step account, a Top Step $50,000 account, and this should be $2,000 instead of $2,500. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be coded based on the prop firm. So I don't know if there's like a bug in the coding or something like that, but yeah. The link, let me get that for you. Actually, can you come back tomorrow for the link? Because I do have an affiliate. Actually, no. I got you. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let's see. Let me log into the portal real quick. Oh, that was easy. All right. You're welcome. No, don't do that. So yeah, but I've been using I used 3 of their products. Did it? I use those 2 products, and then the chart trader is how I enter trades. That's the only way that I can enter trades with the way that I trade. But if you ever watch Nutty Bar's stream, that chart trade, well, he uses a different chart trader than me, but the chart trader that he uses, where like when he's hovering over a bar and it shows him where his stop loss and take profit and things like that would be if he clicks there and enters the trade, that comes from Affordable Indicators as well. They are a little bit more expensive than other companies, but I can assure you that they have the highest quality products. The owner listens to the customers, and that's why I bought the chart trader like 2 years ago. I bought the trade copier earlier this year. The reason why his products have evolved into what they are now is because he listens to us. He's actually a funded trader as well. So of course, obviously some things he does for himself, but he actually listens to us, and it's very nice. He's very responsive whenever we have issues and things like that. So I highly, highly, highly recommend them for sure. But yeah, if you have any questions aside from that, you can always reach out to me either on Discord or when I stream again. But I thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We had a nice little green day. Hallelujah. Yes. But please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day, and good luck with trading for the rest of the session today and tomorrow as well, since I won't see you guys. Bye, guys. And see you in a few weeks, Amelia. Enjoy your trip. Be safe.